Hi everyone, welcome back. All right, let's really quick do a geometric one. Okay, so I just gave it away. This one's geometric, but let's prove it. So it looks like here is my beginning term, f of 0, f of 1, f of 2. So my 0th term, my first term, my second term. Alrighty, it looks like in my first term, I've got 1, 2 dots. In my first term, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. And then in the next one, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, oops, well, that's cool, 18. Alrighty, so I've got 18 dots. Now, again, we got to figure out, okay, well, how am I getting from 2 to 6, and then from 6 to 18? Let's see, well, I could add 4, but would I add 4 here? Does that make sense? It does not. 6 plus 4 is 10, not 18, so that doesn't work. We're getting bigger, so I'm probably either adding or multiplying. Let's see, 2 times 3 is 6, and then if I times 6 by 3, see if that works out, we get 18. Okay, so that one actually works out. So it looks like here it's geometric, and I'll be multiplying by 3. Alrighty, moment of truth. We got to go through and write an explicit and recursive formula. Let's start with recursive. Recursive, if I did the generic form again, it would be f of x equals f of x minus 1, right, because that's how it always starts, and then times your common ratio. And then don't forget, f of 0 equals whatever your first term is. Okay, if I were to, because wait a minute, I know what my common ratio is. I can take that out and put in what my common ratio is, which my common ratio, oh, it's times by 3, so I should have a times by 3 right there. And then if I look over here, I actually also know what my first term is, because I look over here, if I look here at the beginning, what that's asking is how many dots do you have at the very beginning? How many dots do you have at the very beginning? And I actually know what that is. It looks like at the very beginning I've got 1, 2 dots. So here I would say f of 0 equals 2. All right, so far so good. That is a perfect, beautiful, wonderful recursive formula, and we are done with that. Next up, I'm going to say, okay, let's do the explicit formula. If I were to write out the generic version, I would say f of x, because they all start with f of x. Then I would say my common ratio to the x power, remember to do a tiny little x on top, times whatever my first term is. Now, once again, we already have all this information. I already know what my common ratio is, and I know what my first term is. So, I'm going to come over here, erase the c. And instead of that c, again, my common ratio is 3. Okay, well, I'm going to come over here. I also know what my first term is. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that and just fill it in with what my first term is. Again, how many dots are there at the very beginning? 2 dots. Alrighty, once again, this is a perfect, beautiful geometric equation. If this did not help and you still feel like you want some more help, that's totally fine. Just come see me. Go team. Good luck.